Things are getting thick and thicker politically. One day in Kenya's politics is a very long period of time. So many things can happen, and in politics, we don't have permanent friends or enemies, but just permanent interests. Oburu Odinga, the ODM's acting party leader, was at a televised live interview where he made some remarks. Remarks I know might be causing some panic in William Ruto's team. NTV Kenya, Deputy President or nothing. Oburu Odinga's 2027 ODM bombshell to Ruto. If you go through that story, ODM interim leader Dr. Oburu Odinga has drawn a bold red line in Kenya's post-Raila Odinga politics, declaring that the party will not settle for anything less than the deputy president seat in 2027. In his most candid exclusive interview with NTV and Daily Nation, Dr. Odinga fired the first major shot in the 2027 succession race, declaring that the party will not return to opposition and that the lowest seat it will bargain for in 2027 is the deputy president. It continues, if we have to go for a lower position, it must not be lower than number 2, deputy president, in any formation. That is my take. We should not take less than that, Dr. Odinga declared in the interview. He explained that the ODM party must reawaken its grassroots engine and remain united in a bid to maintain its strength for better future negotiations. And then on Sifuna, this is what Oburu said. Sifuna was within his rights to say the party has not made a position about 2027. That is the current position on the matter. He said, dismissing talk of any plot to remove the Secretary General as ill-timed and divisive. Future alliances. Dr. Odinga revealed that ODM's participation in President Ruto's broad-based government is guided by a 10-point memorandum of understanding signed between ODM and President Ruto's United Democratic Alliance, UDA, on March 8th this year. We are not tied. If we feel shortchanged, we are free to talk to anyone else. But if this partnership works, nothing prevents us from working together again, he noted. He confirmed that a joint implementation committee is already reviewing progress on the 10-point agenda and the resolutions from the National Dialogue Committee, NADCO. That's Oburu Odinga. He was hosted by NTV, where he made those remarks. And for any person who has been keenly listening to us here, that's exactly what I've been saying in this forum. So it's highly possible that the ODM party's top leadership might have listened to what I've been saying here. It's very clear, ladies and gentlemen. I want us to put those remarks into perspective for Kenyans to understand clearly what they mean politically. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Politics is all about power. You can't be in politics if you don't want to get power. Look at the broad-based government as currently constituted. It's purely a UDA-ODM's affair. It's as if this government is purely ODM and UDA. And that transcends to the ground. The ground is about UDA and ODM. So if UDA will produce the presidential candidate, which is Ruto, it's only fair and commonsensical that the other partner produces a running mate. That will be fair. If now UDA produces the president and the running mate, that will be unfair. ODM there will be taken for granted. So for there to be fairness, UDA has to go for the presidency because already William Ruto is the president. He's trying to defend his seat. The partner ODM should go for the running mate's position. And even now, if William Ruto was to negotiate a deal with either Rigathi Gachagua or even with Kalonzo Musyoka, still these individuals will still lay the same demands, the deputy president's position. That puts Professor Kithure Kindiki in a very precarious situation. He might end up being sacrificed in order to accommodate ODM party or Rigathi's party or Kalonzo's party or even Matiang'i. Eventually, after all will have been said and done, Professor Kithure Kindiki will most likely be sacrificed. There is a way out. Professor Kithure Kindiki can still survive. If today the mountain decides to abandon Rigathi Gachagua for Professor Kithure Kindiki, then it will be a little bit difficult. In that sense, maybe Kithure Kindiki might survive. But as long as the mountain is split between Ruto, Kindiki and Rigathi commanding majority votes, then it will be very difficult for Kithure Kindiki to survive as the deputy president. He'll have to be sacrificed. So ODM party, in my honest opinion, is just demanding something that is fair. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But even before I stop, there is also the aspect of ODM elected leaders campaigning for Ruto. We've seen some on the campaign trail chanting 2 terms. Those ODM leaders are making a very big mistake. It's a blunder. If they start chanting 2 terms without a proper negotiated deal, Ruto will obviously and surely shortchange ODM in 2027 because after all, he will see no need of sharing power with ODM if already ODM party has endorsed him. The only way, therefore, for ODM leaders to start chanting 2 terms is after they have sat at a table with William Ruto and after they have agreed on a deal. And it should not be a private deal. The deal should be made public. In that as ODM leaders say Ruto 2 terms, Ruto and his team should also be acknowledging an ODM's candidate as the person who will deputize Ruto in 2027. This is a topic we've always discussed here. It's good some of these top leaders have been listening to us. ODM leaders should stop this 2-term chance until they have a proper deal with William Samoei Ruto. And the deal has to be made public. We have betrayals in politics. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.